Hello?
Hey guys, it's Luke here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video for the FLS series. So, excited to tell you guys this one. This is to do with driving. This is my my learner's test. Now, for you guys that are international, this is how the driving tests go in Australia. And mate, it's not the best way to do it. I wish it was like America, because I see all these 16-year-old driving and in movies and stuff, and I am so angry because they get to take, I think they get to take a fair bit of people in their car. I'm not too sure, so if someone in the comments wants to write down maybe what it's like in America to drive at 16, then fuck you, but nice job. Because in Australia, you've got to take your learner's test and your P plates test. Now, your learner's test in Australia is you're going for your L plates at 16. You've got to take a test on the computer. If you pass, you get to drive around, but only with your parents in the car. And you've got to get 120 hours worth of driving in before you can go for your P plate test. But you can only go for your P plate test when you're 18. So once you go for your P plate test, that is your actual driving test. So you actually drive around with the instructor and you see if you pass. And if you pass, then you get to, you get to drive around, but you only get to drive around with one fucking person in the car. It's ridiculous. You only get to drive around with one person in the car, and then also, I think the way you can have more is if it's a family member. So that sucks so bad. I'm not even kidding. It's the worst. I've got my P plates, and yeah, so today's story for you guys is my L plate story. So this is the test I took on the computer. Now, I was practicing online. You can practice online for this test, and I wasn't going too good. By the way, guys, the pass rate for this, you have to get 68% or over. If not, then you've got to take it again. Now, it's $50 to do it. I think it could be more, could be less. And I was practicing, and the day came for me to actually take the test. Now, everyone I knew passed the test. It was one of those things where it's like, oh, of course you pass, it's easy. And then you start to get in your head like, oh, wait, if I don't pass, oh, that's not good. That's embarrassing. Like, oh God, if everyone's saying it's so easy, what happens if I don't pass? Like, shit, that's not good. So I was a bit stressed out. I was thinking, oh, I don't want to be the only one that didn't pass. So I took half the day off school to go do it in the first half. My mum took me there and was signing the papers, doing everything. And they took me into the room where you do the test. It's just a little box room, very freaky because it's just white with a computer and a table and a printer behind it. So, the printing your results. So, was not a fan at all. I would rather, doing it by a pool in a bar with mojitos coming my way and a lot of drinks, like things like that. That's where I'd be more comfortable at. But no, I had this little square room and it was freaking me out. So I'm doing the test and as I'm going through, the test was like, when is it, I don't know what the question was like, when is it the worst time to hit someone on the road? And I was answering all these questions like that. And, when should you turn into a freeway or whatever? I can't remember the questions. And I was answering them and I was freaking out because I'm like, wait a minute, this is wrong and I can't go back. Oh my God, wait, this was that. Now, little did I know, I got halfway through and this is what happened to me. I got so many questions wrong on the first one that I failed, but I accidentally clicked something which said I should keep going. I think the question was, would you like to keep going? You have failed, but would you like to continue? And I just clicked yes straight away. Like, I was just so nervous. I must have done that. Now, next thing you know, I was clicking all these buttons and I was freaking out. I was thinking, oh my God, I failed. All I need is 68% and I failed. And I'm thinking, oh shit, this is the worst thing ever. And the lady walks in, she's like, you finished, Luke? And we'll just print your results. And she printed the results and she's looking at the computer and I'm thinking, oh God, please be good. And she goes, oh, Luke, in a happy voice. And I'm thinking, yes. Turns out you failed, darling. I'm so sorry. And my heart sank. I'm not even kidding. And I hated that bitch for a reason as well. She, did that happy thing like, hey, guess what? And then you failed. It's just like, oh my God, I'm going to, not funny at all. Once I do get my license, I'm going to throw you in front of my car. But I was freaking out. I was thinking, I've got to go to school straight after this. And all of my friends know that I failed. And I'm thinking, holy shit, this is not good. To my surprise, I even did it. I prayed. I'm not shitting you guys. I prayed for the first time ever properly. Like, I was like, please, God, don't let this happen. Do something. Now, this is why I think God is real. God has to be fucking real. And he is a bloody top bloke because the printer broke as I was praying. I'm not shitting you at all. The printer broke. and they couldn't get my results printed out. So what they did was they said, listen, Luke, we'll set it up to the other computer, set it up to the other printer. You just take the test again, Dale. It'll be fine. And I went, are you shitting me? I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And my face was pale, by the way. I was freaking out. So I was like, oh my God. Did the test again, was so thorough, and was like, when's it best to hit someone? And I went, never. And, you know, when should you drink alcohol, like when you're driving? And I went, like, almost never. So I was getting the questions kind of right. Now, I finished the test and I was freaking out because I like to tell my friends everything that happened in my life, what's going on and everything. So if I failed, I probably would have told them and, you know, got over it. I'm that kind of guy who, if something embarrassing happens to me or there's something to laugh about, then I'll laugh along and then, you know, make it a joke. The people that, you know, get so serious about stuff, that you got to not be so serious. You got to take life and just live it and have fun. But this time I was freaking out because I was like, if I tell my friends this, I'm not going to live this down. So what happened was I went to the chick after I finished, the front desk, and she said, oh, and I went, oh my fucking God, no. And she said, you passed. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't get what she was. She was like, what's a double-sided thing that I can think of? Like, I really don't know how to explain what she was like. She was like a, I don't know, Twix bar or something. She just would break. I really don't know how to explain this bitch. I was so pissed off. She would start off with something that was the complete opposite and then switch it around. So it pissed me off so much. So the first time I failed, she went, oh, Luke, you failed. The second time, oh, you passed. And oh my God, guys, this bitch, no joke. Anyway, she said, oh, you're very lucky. And I went, oh, well, yeah, I know. I just passed, but why? And she's like, look what you got. I got 68%. The pass rate was 68%. So if I got one question wrong, just one, I would have failed. So that is ridiculous. I walked out just looking up at the sky, just thanking God, and I went, whatever clouds you're jumping on, or you know, whatever bitches you're fucking up there, you are a legend. I am so in love with you. And you know, I drove pretty much to my own house, and I drove to school. I took the bus to school, but I drove to my house and drove back to the bus stop. And so, yeah, that was my first time driving. And guys, that is one of my luckiest but funniest moments. I could not believe that actually happened. It was ridiculous. And anyway, guys, I can't believe it actually happened, and I was so happy about it. And the next video is my P-plate test. So the P-plate test is my driving test. Now, I actually nearly failed that too, and that is a fucking hilarious story that I can't believe it actually happened either. So I can't wait to tell you guys that one. And the question for today, guys, is how did you go on your first driving test? So this can be, you know, in Australia, your learners, because I know everywhere else is different. So in America, it can be just your normal first driving test. And if not, tell me what Hot Wheels you have. I don't know. Tell me what color your Hot Wheels are. Whatever you want to do, guys. And as always, I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for dropping by and just checking out my videos. You guys are awesome. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the longer videos. And anyway, guys, peace out. Have a good one. And kisses and hugs.